As we get you ready for the second semifinal, the first on the boys' side tonight, the 7 AAA boys semifinals featuring number 3 Livingston Academy and number 2 Stone Memorial, and this one is going to be really fun as well. And a really good one in the girls' game that just finished, a big win for the Livingston Academy Lady Wildcats, pulling off, I guess you could say, an upset. The boys going to try to do the same thing here against Stone Memorial. My name's Jacob Vincent, joined by Buddy Pearson and Desiree Phipps as well. I'll be here for just a short time. Noah is on his way. Pretty much as soon as this game gets started, Noah will take over on the headset. I will be on my way off to Livingston for the 7A semifinals in Livingston. And, Buddy, these two teams, they can light it up offensively, and they both can play at a high pace.
Yeah, well, I'm going to keep the chair warm while you and Noah switch chairs. But, I've not had a chance to see either one of these teams this year, but I've heard so much about their offense. And, of course, I've been watching Cade Cap since he kind of stormed onto the scene as a sophomore and really made a name for himself. Kid's averaging 29 points a game. So, if you got a kid averaging 29 points a game, you've got a pretty good offense. And they've got some other kids that are close to double figures. It should be an offensive showdown. We love seeing it. We love seeing the offense. Let's just put some points up, and whoever scores the last bucket wins.
Livingston Academy 19-11 on the year, 6-4 in district play. They earned the 3 seed after the regular season, beating White County in their final regular season game. Stone Memorial went 19-8 overall, 8-2 in district play, and earned the number 2 seed. It's an offense that scores at 64 points per game. And, of course, they've got a Mr. Basketball finalist as well. Mr. Cade Capps averaging just about 30 points per game on the season. He has been absolutely phenomenal, and not too many teams have slowed him down.
No, and I think one of the things to watch here is the teams with the bye. We saw Upperman, the number 2 seed on the girls' side, come out and really started slow. They finally got into the game plan there in the second quarter. Livingston, who had played a game against DeKalb, came in hot. This Livingston team beat DeKalb last night 71-56. So, we'll see if, it holds the form where the team that played last night that kind of has some momentum gets off to a hot start here in the first quarter.
Livingston Academy has been playing some pretty good basketball. You mentioned that DeKalb County win. They've also won 3 games in a row. In the regular season, LA fell in both of those games to this Stone Memorial team in a shootout the second game. It was 65-58 the first game, 91-77 in the second game. Let's get ready to bring you the starting lineups brought to you by both sides. This is the Overton County Anti-Drug Coalition pregame show. Empower their future. Care enough to have the hard talk about the dangers of drugs and alcohol with the teens in your life. Empower their future. Your conversation matters. Brought to you by the Overton County Anti-Drug Coalition. This broadcast presented by the Overton County Farm Bureau. We appreciate them for presenting this Livingston Academy basketball game on the boys' side. For the Livingston Academy Wildcats, let's bring you the starting lineups. They will be the away team on the scoreboard. No change in their starters. Number 11, a senior, Brody Coffey. A senior, number 12, Wyatt Hargis. Junior, number 14, is Cole Harris. Senior, number 20, is Daniel Bilbrey. And a junior, number 21, is Tucker Miller. For the Stone Memorial Panthers, who are 19-8, went 8-2 in the regular season district play, head coach and Neil Capps. Their starters will look like this. A senior, number 1, Jaden Eldridge. A senior, number 4, Preston Mayberry. Junior, number 14, is Cade Capps. Senior, number 24, is Wyatt Groth. And a senior, number 25, is Brady Lane. And it looks like for Livingston Academy, they've actually added a member to their team. Dawson Ledbetter is over there on the sideline, adding a little bit of size to the roster. And he is on the team now, and we'll see if he appears in this contest for head coach Jimmy Miller and crew. Here comes Noah McKay. He is quite literally jogging in. Goose is right behind him. Whole crew is out here tonight. Rusty and Casey, of course, will be calling some basketball coming up in about 30 minutes over in Laverne. As we get ready to start this game, Noah McKay will hop under the headset. He will throw it on after he catches his breath, and he will have the start of this game. Appreciate everybody. Here's Noah McKay.
Well, as we get ready for a tip-off, there's no national anthem for this game, but I tell you, I want to go back to that girls' national anthem where a student had his Gibson Les Paul guitar shredded the national anthem. I mean, Jimmy Hendricks didn't have nothing on this kid, and it was awesome. He did an awesome job.
Of the anthems I've heard this year, I'm a little jealous that you got that
it was
one,
great.
buddy, but it's good to be here.
Yeah. Noah.
The Upper Thunder just won 61-10. That was a good, nice little win over there. Little revenge game. A team that beat us earlier in the year.
Coach McKay in the house.
Excited for this one. A semifinal matchup. Livingston possesses in the half quarters. Cole Harris gets us started. Brody Coffey kicks over left side, Daniel Bilbrey. Livingston coming off a great performance a day ago. That one's had a play, and it'll go to Stone. Stone's had several days off now.
Yeah.
before they get back in here.
And Noah, I was just talking with Jacob about that because Upperman came out, they had the number 2 bye and really looked sluggish in the first quarter. Livingston, who had a great game last night, came out fired up in the first quarter. So we were kind of wondering if it's going to be the same way here with Livingston, who played last night against a team that hadn't played in over a week.
One fortunate thing for them, Cade Capps doesn't usually take long to get rolling. He's got the basketball, the Mr. Basketball finalist. Turnaround shot no good. Rebound down, and the ultra-quick Wildcats push out in transition with Tucker Miller. He gives off right side. It sounds like I'm a little out of breath. I just went sprinting down the tunnel here at the Hooper Eblen Center.
You got your steps in already.
Which, by the way, there's an awesome crowd here at the Hooper Eblen Center. Thanks to Jacob. He's going to be on the air on UCR2 in about 45 minutes
I told him to be careful on 111. There's a state trooper there that likes to sit there on 111 going into Livingston. He's got me a couple of times.
Well, we love our friends in the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, but somebody who's
do the speed limit.
Yeah.
Do the speed limit. I'm going to go ahead and put that PSA announcement out there right now.
And sometimes it's 55, sometimes it's 65.
That's what gets me. That's what gets me.
It certainly gets you. As Brady Lane's going to the lineup to the first team foul.
I thought it was 70 the whole time.
75?
Yeah.
Brady Lane, the big man at the line, is going to shoot 2 here for Stone Memorial, looking to get the scoring started. Madison McKay also just walked down the tunnel here.
Now,
she's ready to go on camera.
When Jacob introduced his camera person, it was the beautiful Desiree who was on camera.
You know what's ridiculous about that?
So you have to say the beautiful, you have to say.
It's the lovely Madison.
Madison.
I've been saying the lovely Madison McKay on camera. Jacob used to just say Desiree Phipps. Now he's tried to one-up me.
I got you.
You see, this is ridiculous. I mean, he's really trying to make me look bad by it because for years he didn't say that at all. But it's the lovely Madison McKay on camera as Livingston has it in the half court. 2-0 after Brady Lane goes 2 for 2. Livingston, it doesn't always lead to huge scoring output. Sometimes it does, but they always are moving fast around the floor as Tucker Miller has it left wing side. The last time these two teams got together, it was ridiculous in the 90s. Stone Memorial got up there in Hogeye country to get the win, but they were both fairly interesting matchups, not runaways, as turning around Wyatt Hargis kicks to Brody Coffey. Coffey jumps through, now kicks out. Works it back, Bilbrey, now over to Wyatt Hargis. He bounces back to Cole Harris as we try to get a rhythm here in this ball game. We're nearly 2 minutes in. We're at the Hooper Eblen Center.
And Livingston's really not had any success against Stone Memorial in the postseason. Stone Memorial beat L.A. in the district consolation game last year and then beat L.A. in the district semifinals in 2022. So it's not like Livingston's really been able to get over that postseason hump against Stone Memorial.
Cade Capps looking to find the stroke in the gym. That one's no good. Remember, last year they were 17-0. Number one ranked team in the state, went to Stone and lost by 41 points.
Yeah.
So you're right. They've had their number as these two teams. They're interesting in style differences. The 3 balls up for Harris. That one's no good. Both teams struggling from the field early on.
Yeah, Capps missed his first 2 shots.
Here they come pushing in transition with a ton of speed inside the right-handed lay-in. Too strong. Wyatt Groth on the attempt. Here's Bilbrey. He'll be cut off by Bear Eldridge, who commits the personal foul. First foul called against Stone in the ball game. 2 great coaches, Jimmy Miller and Neil Capps, going at this one. 7 AAA, full of them. By the way, I heard the Lady Wildcats got a big win on my way in here. My phone was blowing up, but a big win for Livingston.
Well, Ellie Butler scored 20 points. Gracie Butler scored 20 for Upperman. Livingston came out, went up 18-8, and really Upperman had a great second quarter, came out, had a 2-point lead at halftime, and then Livingston really dominated the boards and hit some big shots.
Wyatt Hargis, a mid-range merchant, skies up and buries the 2, and we're all knotted up here as we near 5 minutes to play in the first quarter. So that sets Livingston up against the winner of our matchup coming up next, White County and Stone Memorial. It's inside pass, a great feed from Lane to Groth, who finishes for 2.
Boy, and I tell you what, you can do that when the defense watches where Cade Capps goes, and all of a sudden all the heads turn toward Cade Capps, and somebody sneaks in behind him.
Right side here, Brody Coffey setting up in the half court. It's 4-2. We're just getting started this afternoon as they work it over left side.
What a great lineup of games.
Yeah, it's an unbelievable district. It is. What a great setting for it here in the heart of Tennessee Tech as Tucker Miller slicing inside. Now steps through off the glass.
Oh,
good
for
2.
Wow. Yeah, and I'm sure you guys have mentioned it several times, but just how fortunate for this district to be able to play here in the Eblen Center in this kind of venue to accommodate all the fans who love to come and watch good basketball.
It's also a great precursor if a team makes it to the Glass House. They're used to an open-air gymnasium. Is now driving inside is Preston Mayberry. When Stone's playing at their best, Preston Mayberry is giving them 12 to 15 points a night.
Yeah.
Wyatt Groth has it. That's the question for Stone always. Cade Capps is going to get his. Who's that secondary threat going to be on any given night? Brady Lane drives inside on Wyatt Hargis. That's the mismatch in this game as the 3 balls up. Preston Mayberry no good. Rebound tipped out though, and Wyatt Groth possesses. Growth goes to work. Trying to back down the defender. Bilbrey, left-handed lane, no. Brady Lane's put back, no.
Nice
Hargis
D.
there. Another tip. That one's no good, and Growth going to reset the offense.
Well, it was great defense there by Wyatt Hargis, but still, they're giving Stone Memorial way too many chances.
Bodies flying everywhere. This is going to be a stoppage, and it goes out of play. They'll say last touch by Livingston, so it goes to Stone. And it's interesting to be this close.
Yeah, we're about to get up close and personal with Brady Lane, and I like the kid, but I don't want to get that close to him.
Yeah, yesterday we had a few. Once a year, something comes in hot right here to this table, so you got to be on alert at all times. Wyatt Growth has it. Sends over to Caps. Caps tries to spin inside, and he traveled with it. Possession back to Livingston. And right now, just feels like trying to force it a little bit for Cade Caps.
And see, when you haven't played, since Thursday a week ago, I mean, this is what happens. You know, you can only practice so much against your own team, but then you get out here, the lights are on, you're in an open-air gym, and, you've got to work through some of these things. You've got to work the bugs out. You've got to keep shooting the basketball. But Livingston's doing a great job of double-teaming Caps whenever he gets the basketball. I mean, it looks like they're going to be dedicated to trying to take him out of the game.
That pass was intended for Hargis, tipped and intercepted. Wyatt Growth with it into the half court. Sends off for Mayberry. Mayberry sends it back to Growth. Now right side for Jaden Eldridge. Eldridge surveys the floor, now back. Sub going to the table here for Coach Caps as Cade Caps has it on that logo. Sends left side. Maybe, potentially, a logo he could play a lot of games on in the future. They should be looking at him as there it goes out of play, and he'll go back to Livingston. He's been rated 24/7, a 3-star in the last week. He's getting some major looks, and this school should be among the bunch, I would certainly hope.
Let me tell you, I would love to see Cade Caps wearing the purple and gold. Would love to see Joshua Hurd wearing the purple and gold. Of course, he's going to LMU. His father played here at Tennessee Tech. Hate to see him leave Cookeville, but you get it. Your dad played here. It doesn't necessarily mean that's where you want to play.
Brady Lane going to pick up the personal as driving in. Yeah, Tech was the first one to offer Josh Hurd, but he goes with LMU, a great program.
Yeah, led by former Tennessee Tech standout Jeremiah Samarippis.
That's an all-name team right there.
He was a great player.
And I'll give Coach Belfry credit. Grant Slatton, Grant Strong, he has recruited the Upper Cumberland when there's players who've come along. So we'll see if Caps is one of those that gets an offer.
And can you imagine with Grant Slatton and the other Grant getting redshirted this year, adding an extra year, adding a Cade Caps to that Upper Cumberland lineup?
Rocco Carwile drives inside. He's been so good off the bench for the last several weeks for this team. A young player really starting to emerge. They bounce it in for Brady Lane as we near 2 to go in the first quarter. Lane trying to back down Carwile. Turnaround shot, no good. Rebound fought for, tipped out of play. And it's going to stay on this end with Stone Memorial.
Boy, Lane is relentless on the boards. I mean, he really battles for the rebounds. Probably not a really high shooting percentage, but, man, he does a great job if he misses, just trying to go fetch that rebound.
Mayberry's inbound, floated over the top for Cade Caps. Caps shoulder shrugs, drives in, left-handed lay too strong. Still scoreless for Cade Caps as Livingston leads with the basketball. Tucker Miller from that secondary Ohio Valley Conference logo.
Nice.
And Carwile who finishes for 2.
Wow, what a great pass and finish right there.
Rocco Carwile with 4 straight. It's a 4-point Hog-Eye lead. Now a shoulder shrug, and that's a travel. Possession back the other way. Stone looks like a team that's had over a week away from the basketball court.
I'm surprised they haven't taken a timeout. That Coach Caps hasn't taken a timeout yet just to kind of settle his team down. Cade Caps scoreless so far. We're a minute 41 away from it going to the second quarter, and he's yet to score a point.
Yeah, he's averaging 29 points per game. He's over 2,000 points for his career, and he's a junior, as Bilbrey has it right side from the top of the key. He's going to approach 3,000, depending on how many games this team plays in the next 2 years and how deep into the postseason they go.
I thought that was a misprint on the roster. I thought he was a senior this year, and he's just a junior.
It's unbelievable. And now inside we're going to have a push. 2 hands right into the back. This one's going to go on 10. That's Spencer Bowman. That's his first personal, and it's the team's 3rd against the Panthers.
Because I guess he was freshman of the year in the district. For some reason I thought he was a sophomore, but, man, wow, another year of Cade Caps.
Yeah, he is as good as it gets. The Mr. Basketball finalist, he's probably going to win it. And you look at the 3 finalists, and that's a bold prediction, but he's got the best resume in my eyes as the shot's no good. Bilbrey goes up. The putback good for Daniel Bilbrey.
Great rebound. Good job. Way to stay with it. And look at Livingston up by 6.
Yeah, 10-4 as we go under a minute to play in the first quarter. Into the half court comes Wyatt Growth. We see those comments rolling in here. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're cheering for. Make sure you like the string. Growth off the dribble down the half court to our left. Sends off for Bowman. Bowman, mid-range pull-up jumper, got it.
Good shot.
Nice finish in for Braden Elliott, and Elliott gets Stone back in it, down 4.
Yeah, nice form from the 6'3" guard, coming in, catching the pass, turning, shooting.
3 games left to go. This one, then, of course, Stone and Sparta girls, and we'll round out the night with White County against Upperman in boys action. Going to be a lot of fun here for the next several hours. I'm Noah McKay. He's Buddy Pearson. The lovely Madison McKay is producing things for us tonight.
Love it.
13 seconds. Livingston holding for the final look here. They lead by 4. Bilbrey works it over left wing side. Back for Tucker Miller. Thought about the deep one, instead tries to drive inside.
Oh, that would have been a nice dish, yeah.
And it was last touched off the leg of Miller, so a chance for Stone with 2.7. A look for Cade Capps upcoming.
I was going to say, I know who I'm going to give the ball to 1-4. See what he can do from half court in.
And he's going to send it ahead, and it's going to be Wyatt Groth instead. Groth skies up for 3. That's no good. Short-armed it a bit. And brings us to the end of a good first quarter for Livingston Academy. After 1, they lead Stone Memorial 10-6. You're watching coverage of the District 7 AAA Tournament, presented by the Overton County Farm Bureau and the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network.
Deal of the week. Priced well below the market at $186 per square foot, with an open split bedroom plan with 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms on 1,560 square feet. This could be your new home. Boasting luxury vinyl plank flooring, central air with natural gas heat, and tankless water heater in a private backyard. Call Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate at 931-979-7145 or 931-526-9581 today. Sonia Brown would love to make you a homeowner.
I'm looking for someone who can keep me comfortable, stay here for the long run, and definitely not high maintenance. Not right. Absolutely not. This one looks perfect.
Find your perfect match with Hiller. Get a free UV light with select new HVAC systems, 50% off a descaler with new tankless water heaters, or free surge protection with a new whole home generator.
Like that one too.
Welcome back to the Hooper Eblen Center, 10-6. Livingston with a strong start here. 0 points for Cade Capps. That is very rare when he goes a quarter scoreless.
Wow.
And he is
I
not
wonder
on the
the
floor
last
right
time
now.
that happened.
He is getting a breather next to his father, Coach Capps. Mid-range jumper up, looking for another one. That one's Elliott, no good. Rebound ricochets down, and it's grabbed by Bilbrey. Sends it ahead to Carwile. Can he save it in? Yes, Rocco Carwile, much to the chagrin of the Stone fans behind us, apparently kept it in.
Well, what an opportunity for Livingston right now with Capps out of the game and a lead to try and improve that lead.
Shot no good for Carwile. Maybe what we saw, just forcing it a little bit, and Coach Capps knows Cade needs a breather and kind of reset. Is driving in his Wyatt Groth for 2.
Nice. Wyatt Groth, little 5'10" senior guard. Nice move to the basket. Kind of misdirection when he was up in the air, laying it off the glass.
Kimberly's cheering on Hawkeye. Lindis for Stone. Thomas is cheering on Livingston, as is Missy and Kim. Ashley as well. Rusty says he's cheering on Buddy. Apparently Rusty doesn't want to get paid. As Rocco Carwile has it.
Thanks, Rusty.
Casey and him have the action from Laverne as the Cookville Cavaliers are in action. Coming up on UCR 3 at 6 o'clock. Looking for a ticket to the district title game, and it appears Josh Hurd's going to play.
Great.
Brody Coffey with it. Sends left side for Daniel Bilbrey. We'll have single A action. By the way, we're live on the Facebook page, YouTube channel, and the NFHS network. So you can watch us on any device you got out there here from the Hooper Eblen Center. As Bilbrey gets inside, explodes off the glass for 2.
And what a great pick. But that first step, explosion, I mean, no defender was there. And look who's sitting at the scorer's table now, ready to come back in.
Yeah, Cade Capps is there as Livingston's lead is back to 4. Livingston trying to make it a Hawkeye district title game. And there's the Liddy Wildcats. Got their first win over Upperman this season earlier on. Winner of this game faces the winner of Upperman in Sparta. That'll happen at 8:30 tonight. Driving inside, there's Elliott. He got the dunk.
Wow. Braden Elliott used all of his 6'3" frame to go up and dunk that one.
Braden Elliott goes up and puts it down, and it's a 2-point game. Livingston's had a good start, but you know Cade Capps hasn't scored, and it's only a 2-point game. That is dangerous.
Yeah, it's like a volcano getting ready to erupt, you feel like, from an offensive perspective.
And now an offensive foul for a moving screen down low away from the basketball. They're trying to get one of those shooters free.
if Caps comes out and hits a three or scores a basket, you might want to look at taking a timeout.
Wyatt Hargis got called for the personal. That's the team's first. Stone has won 6 games in a row, 8 of their last 9. The only loss was in Baxter against Upperman. Last meeting between these two teams, as I mentioned, ridiculous. 91-77.
Wow.
A Stone win. A little bit lower scoring so far here in this one as they give left side. Preston Mayberry off the dribble, working on Cole Harris. Mayberry. His Caps is shadowed everywhere by the very good Brody Coffey defensively.
Nice
Mayberry
move.
gets inside for 2.
Yeah, when Caps is drawing, it's almost like they're playing a zone, and then it's almost like a box-and-one zone, except somebody's playing a man on Caps. And, wow, when you can penetrate like that and nobody's coming over who's guarding Caps to help out, that leaves a lot of one-on-one situations.
12-12 are scored with 4:55 to go in the second quarter. Rocco Carwile drives and kicks over to Bilbrey, who bobbled it, now has it again. Coach Caps on his feet, clapping his hands together. Stone's taking a tick up here. Cole Harris from the right wing side, working on Bear Eldridge. Drives and will have a foul for a hand check. This one, I believe, going to go on Eldridge. We'll wait and see. It does as Brady Lane returns to the scorer's table.
We talk about hand checks, and really I think officials have kind of done a little bit better job, because a real hand check is when you are moving. You actually push the direction of
Right.
that person with the ball. If you're just putting your hand on him, that's not a hand check.
Brody Coffey, turnaround jumper, no. Caps goes up for the rebound. Stone looking to take the lead. They're on a bit of a run here to open the second. Groth spins through inside, left-handed lay, no, and a foul is called. So Wyatt Groth is going to go to the line where he will shoot 2. Foul called on number 20. That's Daniel Bilberry, his first.
Well, you really see Stone coming out a little more aggressive toward the basket now here in the second quarter. Some shots weren't falling, so what do? Just go to the basket. Take it to the hoop.
First free throw is good, and Stone does go out in front. They've outscored LA 7-2 so far in this quarter.
And Cade Caps has yet to score a point.
Correct, and Groth goes 2 for 2. He leads them with 6 points. 4.5 to go in the second quarter. 14-12. Stone with the lead. Livingston's gone cold on offense. Yet to hit a 3 so far. Neither team has a triple. Miller has it outside. Livingston, when they're firing all cylinders, has to be hitting those triples. Inside it goes for Tucker Miller. He fires in for Carwile, and that one's blocked away.
Wow,
Elliott
nice block.
with it. Carwile's put back too strong. Lane goes up for it, and right now Stone controlling the tempo of this game. Groth with it. Hands off for Caps. Caps off the dribble. Back left side, Preston Mayberry. Crowd is into this one.
Yeah, they are.
14-12. You can tell the energy's taking a step up here in these semifinal matchups. Groth drives and is going to be found on the floor. Rocco Carwile going to be tagged for this one. Going to be his first. Team's third with 3:43 to go in the frame.
Groth creating some opportunities by driving to the basket. If he's not getting the shot, at least he's drawing the foul.
Officials having a little discussion. I'm not sure what it could be about.
Looks like everybody's shirts are tucked in.
I think we're good. All right.
Good.
Tap's going to inbound it to Brady Lane. Now sends over right side. And now we have another whistle and an offensive foul.
I wonder if that's what they were talking about.
Brady Lane. It's not going to be Brady Lane. It's going to be Preston Mayberry called for the personal. Well, I wasn't watching that part, but Mayberry picks up his first, team second.
Yeah, can't move on that screen. You got to be set.
Bilberry with it in the half court. Now Cole Harris. Bounces over Rocco Carwile. Now handoff, back left side. Miller over back, Coffey left wing. Now Rocco Carwile. He's playing starters minutes here in this tournament. For obvious reasons, he gives them an inside presence. Now he has it. Fires back over to Tucker Miller. 3:14 on the clock. Miller works it back over. Cole Harris. Now Miller looks back, and Coach Jimmy Miller gives out the new play. Livingston's gone really cold offensively. Just 2 points so far in the frame, but because of their fast start, they only trail by 2. Bounce it over right side. There's Harris trying to spin on Lane. Harris, he slid that back foot. It'll be a travel back to Stone Memorial.
Don't pick up a dribble unless you're going to what? Shoot or pass, man.
100%. You saw it that time. He got caught up in the lane of the trees a little bit. The length of Stone, not the tallest team in the world, but they've got a lot of length with Caps and Brady Lane in there that can create product. Braden Elliott playing all
They're fast, too. I mean, they do a great job switching on the man-to-man. They're always active, always moving. They don't get caught flat-footed.
It's a team that was in the sub-state round a year ago. They've got their eyes set on getting back there. Of course, they'll have to contend with the regular season champs as driving inside an offensive foul.
Yeah.
Rocco Carwile took it in the chest, and Brady Lane picks up his second personal. It'll go the other way.
Well, you got to give some props to Rocco Carwile. I mean, he took a shot there, but he was perfect defense. He took the perfect charge, and the big man just lowered the shoulder.
Yeah, the Mike linebacker for the football team. He's used to barreling through people. Carwile has it now. A little head fake. He tries to drive and kicks. Lining up the three, Bilbrey, and he got it. Daniel Bilbrey with a Twin Lakes Tractor 3. Twin Lakes Tractor, your local Mahindra dealer. Bilbrey with 7 points, and just like that, Livingston goes back out in front by a bucket. Right side, Elliott looking in. There's Cade Capps. Still scoreless? Not anymore as he takes it strong to the rack.
At the 2:08 mark of the second quarter is Cade Capps' first bucket.
If you would have told me that, I would not think that it'd be 16-15 in favor of Stone.
Yeah, you got to think that Coach Capps is feeling pretty good with Cade not having scored much. You've had some other guys step up and keep him in the ball game.
Brody Coffey with it. He picks up his dribble, gives back to Tucker Miller. Miller drives, loses handle on it, now dives on the floor. Miller has it,
nice
gets
hustle
to Harris. Yeah, that's Coach's hustle right there. The coach's son out there playing hard.
Love to see those guys getting on the floor.
90 seconds to go in the second quarter. It's 16-15. Stone with the lead, but LA has the ball. Low-scoring battle here at the hoop. Driving in, Harris loses it. I think it went off his own foot. It did. Back to Stone.
Outstanding defense, though, by Braden Elliott. Did a good job sliding over, cutting off the baseline, and creating a turnover.
White growth, bringing it up now. It bounces over right side. Now, handoff, there's Cade Capps. Capps starts getting rolling downhill and is fouled. Cade Capps going to go to the line and shoot a couple.
Boy, Livingston is doing a great job of just smothering Cade Capps anytime he touches the ball.
And we saw that against Upperman, where Upperman kind of sent a junk defense. Every time Capps had it, everybody was paying attention to him, and they had a lot more success, especially in that second meeting that the Bees won in Baxter. First free throw up for Capps is good.
But, it doesn't seem like, he might have forced some shots early on because he was trying to get into a rhythm and they haven't played in a while, but now he seems totally relaxed. He's keeping his teammates involved in the offense. It's not like he's trying to take over himself at this point because, you've got a lead, so why would you?
2 for 2 for Capps at the line. He's an over 90% free throw shooter. I think he's actually 95%. It's ridiculous.
That's awesome. That's great fundamentals.
Left side it goes. He puts up shots all the time, is what Coach Capps told us. On vacation, after a game, doesn't matter. He wants to go put up shots. Left side here, 49 seconds to go. Daniel Bilbrey wants a screen, works off of it, fires into Carwile.
Oh, what
Good
a move
finish
by Carwile. Wow. Sliding under the basket in the air, kind of changing direction, laying it up off the glass. Great feed. Great basket there by LA. They needed that.
It must be the District 7 AAA tournament because we got another good one here. The second of the day. Stone leads by 1, 28 seconds. They're not going to hold. Mid-range jumper up and good. Braden Elliott with a nice finish.
I'll tell you, this kid's been impressive in the first half. He's really done a great job. When Capps has not really struggled but been quiet, he's picked it up, had a dunk, had a block. He's been very active.
Yeah, and I think they like him in this matchup because of his size, something Livingston doesn't have a ton of. 3-point game. Here's Daniel Bilbrey off his screen. He drives inside. Bilbrey contorts in midair and gets the roll. 1 second left for Capps. He cannot get a shot off, and a great first half is in the books. This one very much up in the air. After 2 quarters, it's Stone Memorial 20, Livingston 19. You're watching coverage of the District 7 AAA tournament presented by the Overton County Farm Bureau on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network.
Delicious Pan Pizza is Domino's best-kept secret. With locations in Smithville, Sparta, Livingston, Allgood, and 2 in Cookeville, delicious pan and hand-tossed pizza, pasta, and more is never far away. Use the Domino's app to take care of your game day eats today. Domino's is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Livingston Regional Hospital is Livingston's hometown hospital. Located at 315 Oak Street, Livingston Regional Hospital provides compassionate, quality care for all patients from local people you can trust, so you can count on them to treat you like family. Their excellent staff offers years of experience and training to meet the needs of all patients. They understand the importance of providing care in a professional and comforting manner. They're proud to partner with Livingston Academy Athletics through the LRH Sports Medicine Team. Livingston Regional Hospital is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Nelson Trophy and
Get your new year started in your new ride. With a huge selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, including the all-new 2024 Chevy Trax and Silverado, Frontier Chevy is ready to get you into your next vehicle. View inventory online at www.kcchevy.com or stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway today. And remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye. Frontier Chevy is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the UCR Media Network.
Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They are also proud to sponsor Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing's Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Be sure to stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Hone and develop your skills on the court with professional basketball player development from Legacy Athletics. Call 931-303-3356 or follow them on Instagram at legacy_athletics or on Twitter at jwinningham25 for more information today. Legacy Athletics, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
The Crossroads Auction Group are the Upper Cumberland's auction experts. As a full-service auction company, they take your stress away every step of the way. Servicing the entire Upper Cumberland, the Crossroads Auction Group gets your property ready from cleanup, setup, picture-taking, up to the auction and beyond. They handle all auctions from estates, residential, farms, land, commercial, and everything else. For more information, visit crossroadsauctiongroup.com or call 931-644-7149 today. The Crossroads Auction Group are proud sponsors of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Steel Technologies has been part of the Rutherford County community for over 35 years. Their plants in Murfreesboro and Smyrna include over 150 teammates who process coils, metal sheets, and planks for customers across North America. Steel Tech's Smyrna and Murfreesboro plants are expanding, and they need teammates to join their team. With openings including machine and forklift operators, truck drivers, and more, they have the position for you with competitive wages and monthly bonus opportunities. For more information and to apply online, scan the QR code on your screen now. Steel Tech is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Steel Tech. Faith, family, Steel Tech.
Fire and Vine in Cookeville is the Upper Cumberland's home for delicious Chicago-style pizza, beef, chicken, fish, and more. Located in Cookeville's historic downtown district, Fire and Vine's food and atmosphere will keep you coming back for more. Take in stunning views with creative food and drinks on the rooftop. Fire and Vine is also home to the UCR Coaches Show on Tuesday nights. Fire and Vine is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
From the sports field to the hunting field, our friends at Hall Sports and Outdoors can outfit anyone. Located in the heart of Jamestown at 207 South Main Street, Hall Sports and Outdoors carries everything from kayaks, fishing gear, and camo to guns and ammo. With top brands such as Columbia, Timberland, Under Armour, Asics, and much more, nobody can top their selection. Need some custom gear for your team? They also offer uniforms, gear, and custom embroidery. Stop by and see them at 207 South Main Street in Jamestown. Hall Sports and Outdoors, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
How many letters?
5 letters.
Just think about, what am I doing right now?
Smile. Smile?
Uh-huh.
This is so easy.
loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Visit swallowsinsurance.com or call us today, 931-526-4025. Protecting your future. It's what we do. Deal of the week. Priced well below the market at $186 per square foot with an open split bedroom plan with 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms on 1,560 square feet. This could be your new home. Boasting luxury vinyl plank flooring, central air with natural gas heat, and tankless water heater in a private backyard. Call Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate at 931-979-7145 or 931-526-9581 today. Sonia Brown would love to make you a homeowner.
I'm looking for someone who can keep me comfortable, stay here for the long run, and definitely not high maintenance. Not right. Absolutely not. This one looks perfect.
Find your perfect match with Hiller. Get a free UV light with select new HVAC systems, 50% off a descaler with new tankless water heaters, or free surge protection with a new whole home generator.
I like that one too.
Welcome back. It's time for an abbreviated Hiller halftime show. Visit happyhiller.com to see how our friends at Hiller can help solve your plumbing, heating, cooling, and electrical problems today. That's happyhiller.com. Stone Memorial leads Livingston 20-19. Buddy Pearson, it's anybody's ball game right now.
Well, it is. And if you're Livingston Academy, you got to be feeling pretty good. You're only down 1 point. That's the good news. The bad news is Cade Capps only has 3 points and really hasn't showed up much in the first half. If he has any kind of second half, you got to look out. Not as high scoring a game as what we might have expected between these two teams. Defense has been a premium, missing some shots, but I like the way Stone Memorial has really kind of gained the momentum. They're really attacking the basket. They're doing some really good things, and if Capps gets hot, man, they can go on a roll real quick.
And there are exceptions to the rule, but in the regular season, every time we see these high-scoring games and we talk about defense and the importance of it, I say, how many state tournament games into the upper 60s?
Yeah.
It's rare.
It's
more like games like this that are in the 40s and the first team to 50 wins it. So you're seeing a postseason ball game happening. It's not an elimination game, but it gets this tight and this defensive the later we get into the season.
Well, and that's what's great about when you get the top 4 teams in the district and they're playing each other, all they're really doing is preparing each other for the region. And, you know, the seedings, the matchups, that kind of thing. I mean, everybody knows their season is going to continue, but this is a great time to kind of prep yourself for the region tournament.
I'd like to thank them for turning on that scores table across from
us.
Isn't that
awesome?
Because yesterday we didn't have that scoreboard, and I was trying to look up and down all the time.
Yeah.
The little things matter. Brody Coffey drives and kicks. Great setting for us here at the hoop. And it's an awesome crowd. Tucker Miller kicks out. Just 1 3-pointer in the first half for either team. It was for Livingston as Brody Coffey turns inside.
Yeah, nice job. Little spin move, kiss off the glass.
LA out in front, 21-20. This one that if you don't have your popcorn ready yet, probably make sure you have some of that. The butter lovers in the cabinet, because you're going to need it. Wyatt Groth into the top circle, now back out, bounces it over for Brady Lane. Lane one-on-one with Hargis, goes up with the left hand, no, rebound tipped down, and Livingston comes away.
Wyatt Hargis, good job blocking out the much bigger Brady Lane in order to help get that rebound.
Speed ahead, Cole Harris reins it in, and that's a Twin Lakes tractor 3, and Livingston rattles off 5 straight.
I like to see that. Man's wide open. He looks around. Nobody's around. He's going to take the shot. And
he took it from the high school line, not the college line. We always see that. Is this one from the college line, and it's money on the Club Wyndham 3. Wyatt Groth leads Stone Memorial with 9 points.
He's having a great game, and, that's so good. That's why Stone Memorial is such a good team is even when Caps maybe isn't scoring as many points as he normally does, you've got some other players that are stepping up right now, and Groth is one of them.
Right side over Brody Coffey. Coffey with it now back to Daniel Bilbrey. Bilbrey picked up by Mayberry. Preston Mayberry, a great defender.
Defense.
Kicks back for Harris. Harris drives inside using his speed. Right-handed lay-in, no good. Groth has it poked by Bilbrey. Gets it back. Now he pushes it ahead for Jaden Eldridge. Probably got away with a double dribble on the way up. Eldridge fires in for Brady Lane. Turns inside. Great baseline move, and he finishes. Stone back out in front.
Boy, when you give him that ball on the block right there, he is tough to stop.
5:58 to go in the third quarter. Back and forth we go in a seesaw affair. Miller bobbled it just a hair. Has it now. Jimmy Miller calling out.
Did either coach use a timeout in the first half?
I don't think so.
I don't think so
That's
either.
A good point. Yeah, both have all 5 remaining, so it's going to be a long second half is what that means.
Yeah, settle in.
Right side Tucker Miller. Cole Harris has it. Floats it over left side for Brody Coffey. Coffey now in Hargis. Hargis working his way through the traffic. Back out for Brody Coffey. I've just now caught my breath from running down the tunnel to open up this game. Thanks to Jacob, by the way. We've had to juggle things around. This team's unbelievable. And Jacob Vincent has been a rock star. Casey Bolden, Rusty Ellis as well, moving around. As this one's ricocheted off, and it's a great play. He threw it off of him. Bilbrey threw it off of Mayberry. The question is, was he in bounds? If he was, that's one of the plays of the tournament.
Well, the official had a
and
bad.
It stays with
Livingston.
Livingston.
Tried to get out of the way, so you have to go to one of the other officials.
But we had the 7 single-A tournament postponed till tonight, and that threw everything into chaos. And
why was it postponed?
There was an odd odor. I think it was a Freon leak, but there was
that's
some
right.
concern.
It was. Yes.
And
because
so
they evacuated school on Friday.
Correct. So they moved it back, and the team has been tremendous to get all these games on the air. That shot's no good going up to get it. Now they send it ahead, and a foul will be called. It's an offensive foul. Preston Mayberry went into Cole Harris.
Cole Harris, great job there of taking the charge, and yes, that was every bit of charge.
By the way, they're live over on UCR3. Cookville with an 11-4 lead over Wilson Central. That's presented by the awesome Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate.
She supports high school athletics so well.
It's unbelievable. I say it all the time. She's never told me no, and I ask her for a lot, and I certainly appreciate it, as do all of you. Randy Wallace in the building. He's going to be on the headset for the 2 Sparta games coming up next. We'll have some fun there. As Buddy's going to go burn down the midnight oil somewhere.
Buddy's going home to hit the couch and watch these games.
There we go. 3 ball up. That one's no good. Rebound down. Preston Mayberry with it. Wyatt Groth bringing it up. A 1-point lead for Stone. Groth activates into the mid-range. Now floats back.
Oh,
that
nice
defense. Intercepted. Cole Harris again. Now in a foot race with Mayberry behind the back. And he's going to get called for a travel.
Oh, man.
It'll go the other way.
Props to that kid for at least trying something, man. That was great.
He tried to go behind the back with it and just took one too many steps. Still nearly finished it. And now we've got a whistle and a sub. Or is it a timeout? It's going to be a timeout called by Jimmy Miller. The first one of the game, 30-second timeout with 4:14 to go in the third. I don't think he loved that travel call, and he's having a discussion
I think he thought
about
his player got fouled, really. I think that was the key because, the defender wasn't there taking a charge. There was definitely some contact, but I love the trying to go behind the back.
I do not believe, Buddy, that Livingston's taking a free throw in this game. There have not been many either way.
No.
Stone Memorial's taken 6, and their 6 were 6 at the line, but no free throws so far for Livingston. They haven't tried to penetrate too much in this game, and we've seen some really good defense on both ends, but that's just something to watch. If they go to the line late, nobody's going to be in a rhythm from that free throw line.
Yeah, that's a good point. Really, it's been a pretty clean game so far.
Well played.
The officials have not altered this game in any way, and these guys have played hard. They've been aggressive going to the basket and getting rebounds. I think it's been a well-officiated game.
Game number 6. I think it's been a well-officiated tournament so far as Preston Mayberry sends it in for Brady Lane, who finishes for 2. Brady Lane up to 6 points for Stone, who is still K-Cap sits with just 4 points, and they lead 27-24. Right side, Hargis. He fires over for Miller back to Bilbrey. Bilbrey thought about the three. Mayberry steps out, kicks to Coffey. Coffey
Nice
drives
move.
inside. Coffey gets fouled, and now there will be free throws upcoming as Braden Elliott going to be called for his first personal, and Brody Coffey going to go to the Birdies Lounge free throw line to shoot 2.
Boy, had a nice little hesitation there. Kind of got Braden Elliott flat-footed and then drove in on him, and all Elliott could do was foul him.
Appreciate the kind words in the comment section. We're happy to be here tonight. Free throw good for Coffey. Two-point game. This one could come down to who has the basketball last with the way it's trending. And by the way, shout out to whoever set the thermostat in the hoop. It has been just lovely. Usually it's 1,000 degrees down here. It's been perfect
Not today.
the last 2 days. 2 for 2 for Brody Coffey at the Birdies Lounge free throw line. Back to a 1-point game as Cade Capps. It's maybe his first touch of the half.
I know, he's not really touched the basketball hardly at all.
He has it now at the top of the circle. Starts to drive, now fires back. That was off the mark. It's tipped out of play and will stay with Stone.
And again, he's typically fine doing what he's doing right now. I mean, he's getting his teammates involved. He's not trying to force any shots now that maybe he was in that first quarter, and is totally fine with his teammates carrying the offensive load.
Wyatt Groth with it. He leads them in scoring. Gives off for Elliott, left wing side. Mayberry flashes off a screen. Elliott going to take it himself. He runs into Cole Harris. Picks up, now back to Wyatt Groth. Groth behind the back, starts to drive inside. Groth with the right hand, no good. Brady Lane, it's swiped out of play by Carwile, and Lane last touched it, so it'll go to Livingston.
Boy, Groth did a good job of using his body as a shield against his defender and using that right arm to kind of, his left arm to protect the basketball, and that right arm putting the shot up. That would have been an awesome play had he made that.
Stick around post-game for the Livingston Regional Hospital post-game show. We'll go through the scoring and, of course, have the Nelson Trophy and screen printing player of the game. It is up for grabs right now. Daniel Bilbrey gives off right side, and we are going to have a debut here on this floor coming up in a second. There's going to be some surprise faces as Rocco Carwile triggers the three. No.
Nice
Harris
defense.
with a rebound. Out for Wyatt Hargis. Hargis step back three. No good. Rebound tipped. And Brady Lane, using his height, comes away. Here's Cade Capps. Running the floor is Braden Elliott. Elliott power dribbles through. Left-handed lay. No. Tips the rebound to himself. Then it's swiped away, and it'll go the other way with Cole Harris. He sends to Bilbrey, who puts it up, and he is fouled.
Wow.
Physical play on the other end, but I do think Harris had all ball from my angle. It'll be a trip to the line to shoot 2 for Daniel Bilbrey. And Dawson Ledbetter, the multi-sport athlete, football player, baseball player, he's going to check in for the first time this season. He's at the table.
He's going to try his hand at some basketball.
He can play, and Coach Miller's been trying to get him out there. Of course, you'll recognize that name. That's Hallie's brother.
Yeah.
It's David's son, and Dawson Ledbetter checks in for the first time this season. And the first free throw for Bilbrey went through.
Yeah, and, he matches up really good with Brady Lane. I mean, those two guys are big football guys. I mean, those two, I can't wait to see them battle each other down in the paint.
He's a brick wall. This is going to be fun.
Yeah, let's see some
He
post
brings
action.
him a size that they have not had all season long. 2 for 2 for Bilbrey. So Dawson Ledbetter making his debut. They need him in this tournament with Lane and Chaffin roaming around in the paint. He brings them that size element. Right side it goes for Stone Memorial.
They're already battling.
Yeah, there we go.
This is awesome.
Capps, you feel the energy in the gym. The Livingston bench is all applauding. They love it. Capps off the dribble. Lost it momentarily. Sends to Lane. One dribble kicks out for Elliott. Elliott swiped away by Bilbrey. Now you see the speed. Daniel Bilbrey takes off and finishes for 2.
Man.
Now all of a sudden, Daniel Bilbrey scored 4 straight, and Livingston leads by 3. Inside for Brady Lane.
Here we go.
One dribble. Trying to move. Ledbetter doesn't go anywhere. Kicks out for Elliott. Now left side for Capps. Capps off the dribble for 3. That one's no good. Rebound down, and it'll be an over the back.
Over the back.
Going against Spencer Bowman.
Yeah, Brady Lane tried to move Ledbetter, and that's like moving a mountain. Not going to happen.
And now Coach Capps is not happy at all, and he is on the doorstep of getting one. I think we may have a bench warning. We do have a warning against Neil Capps. 1:32 to go in the third. It's 30-27. And Dawson Ledbetter has changed the energy on the bench.
He really has.
They are going crazy right now over there. And as is the Hawkeye faithful.
because
this is wild.
They finally have somebody to match up with Brady Lane. I mean, seriously.
And now they're talking.
Yeah, they are.
Those are two trash talkers in that low block.
Give the big man the ball. I want to see what happens.
Carwile, is he going to? He
yeah,
sure
he's
is.
Posted up.
Here's Ledbetter.
Oh!
And it's a charge.
Oh, come on.
He lowered the shoulder into the chest, and it'll go the other way as Ledbetter picks up his first personal foul. I think Coach Miller will be okay if he comes in and picks up 5 of them. He wants that physical element.
Exactly.
And Lane does know how to take a charge.
Yeah,
he will go down.
Yeah, that was great, though. Let's see it back the other way. Let's see what happens.
High school basketball is
this
awesome.
Is awesome.
Preston Mayberry brings it across the timeline. He bounces it over to Lane. Lane works it to the free throw line. Now drives in. Lane goes up. Good and one. Brady Lane talks that talk after it goes through. He's going to go to the line to try to complete the three-point play as Ledbetter picks up his second.
Well, I wonder when Ledbetter came out, it seems like Brady Lane probably has a little better footwork. Is probably in a little bit better basketball shape. And you could tell as soon as he got him out at the free throw line, he drove to the basket. And really, Ledbetter did not have good position. And now the big man's going to have a seat.
And he gets a big round of applause.
Yeah, that's awesome.
From the crowd in attendance and from the Ledbetter sitting behind us. His older sister, the biggest fan in here.
That's awesome.
30-30, though. We got ourselves a ball game.
What a great game.
I think I'm going to get to say the line when we go to break here. Is at the top of the key, waiting, and maybe holding for the last shot is Cole Harris. It's rare when we see a debut.
Yeah, in the district
in
tournament.
the district tournament.
Yeah, especially one like that.
And now discussing is Bilbrey and Harris. Carwile comes out. They're trying to stretch Brady Lane to the top of the floor.
This is a good move right here.
27 seconds to go in the third.
Yeah.
Now 24.
Yeah, you want to try and get Lane away from the basket if possible.
Bilbrey working it over left wing side. 8 seconds goes to work. Crosses and kicks right side. Little shot fake for Hargis. Gets inside off the glass
move.
2. Wyatt Hargis sends Livingston into the final quarter with the lead. After 3, it's Livingston 32, Stone 30. Ladies and gentlemen, get your popcorn ready. We're presented by the Overton County Farm Bureau on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network.
Delicious Pan Pizza is Domino's best-kept secret. With locations in Smithville, Sparta, Livingston, Allgood, and 2 in Cookville, delicious pan and hand-tossed pizza, pasta, and more is never far away. Use the Domino's app to take care of your game day eats today. Domino's is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Livingston Regional Hospital is Livingston's hometown hospital. Located at 315 Oak Street, Livingston Regional Hospital provides compassionate, quality care for all patients from local people you can trust, so you can count on them to treat you like family. Their excellent staff offers years of experience and training to meet the needs of all patients. They understand the importance of providing care in a professional and comforting manner. They're proud to partner with Livingston Academy Athletics through the LRH Sports Medicine Team. Livingston Regional Hospital is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
I hope your popcorn's ready. We welcome you back to the Hooper Eblen Center. Livingston leads 32-30. Stone Memorial looks like they've had about 9 days off in between games.
They really do.
Cade Capps only has 4 points to open up this fourth quarter, and now he touches it. We've got a whistle and a foul. And I think it's going on Livingston for a hold away from the ball.
Yeah, maybe 21. Tucker Miller, I think.
Is that 12 or 21? We'll wait and see. That's
Hargis.
a Wyatt Hargis, number 12. So Hargis picks up his first, team's first, 8 seconds into the quarter. They swing it around left side. Good opportunity to remind you that the clock on the screen is not official as Cade Capps spins inside and finishes for 2. But that clock, not official. Madison does a tremendous job keeping it, but it's not synced up. So if at the end of the game you see zeros on the clock and a shot counts, don't take that as anything other than it was really close but not exact.
So in that offensive possession, we saw something we really haven't seen. That was Cade Capps posting up down on the block and them giving the ball to him. They saw a mismatch down there. It'll be interesting.
Oh! Daniel Bilbrey with a Twin Lakes Tractor 3. Bilbrey leads the game with 16 points.
Wow.
Now here's Caps on the other end. He was thinking about it. He sends over left side, now back into him. Caps, turnaround jumper in the mid-range, no.
Great
Wyatt
defense.
Hargis with a lot of length, got a hand on that one.
Man.
6:58 to go in the game. The winner advances on to the district title game, loser into the consolation bracket. They'll face the winner of Sparta and Upperman. That's the nightcap tonight with an 8:30 p.m. tip-off. Driving and kicking, Rocco Carwile for three. He got it.
Nice.
A Twin Lakes tractor three on the great feed to Rocco Carwile.
Oh, some back-to-back threes right there. And, yeah, Coach Caps wants a timeout.
He wants a full timeout as Livingston is on a 6-0 run. We'll take it with him back in 30 seconds. Don't go anywhere.
Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They are also proud to sponsor Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing's Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Be sure to stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Welcome back. 6:38 to go in the ball game. 38-32 our score. Livingston back-to-back triples. One by Daniel Bilbrey, one by Rocco Carwile. Those two possessions, you saw this Hawkeye offense at its best. The penetration, kicking to open shooters, and they can really shoot the basketball.
You know what we're seeing is we're seeing the Livingston Academy team kind of playing like they're relaxed. They're like they have nothing to lose. They've come out. They're hustling. They're doing the right things. They're playing with a lot of energy. And really, when you look at Stone Memorial, you're looking at a Stone Memorial team that's a number 2 seed that had a bye, that's not played in a week and a half, that really isn't carrying that same energy, especially here in the second half, maybe that they had there in the first half. And Cade Caps, 5 points?
He's up to 6 after that little jumper inside, but just 2 field goals so far.
That's crazy. You got a guy averaging 29 points a game.
Mr. Basketball finalist as he flashes off the screen. Now sends it in. There's Brady Lane. Lane tries to turn, and they're getting held inside there. I think this one goes on Hargis as well.
Yeah.
But Bilbrey was also in the area. We'll wait and see. It is going to go on Wyatt Hargis, and that's his second.
And that was a great offensive play right there by Stone Memorial, feeding that ball inside the lane, who's got all kind of size advantage right now against everybody.
And don't quote me on that foul count. I think I missed one on Hargis as they kick it in. Side driving is Preston Mayberry, picks up. Now back for Wyatt Groth. Caps from the logo. He's got in the gym range. Wonder if he may let one fly here, trailing by 6. Groth works it away to Mayberry on the right wing side. Mayberry bounces for Caps, who goes up strong. No good. A rebound down. Cole Harris with the board. Livingston with the lead. And now, very rare, but they're slowing it down a little bit.
Yeah.
They typically like to fly like some fighter jets up and down this floor. Bilbrey working against Mayberry, who steps to him. Kicks out now, a drive in from Miller, left-handed lay, and an offensive foul.
Oh, my goodness.
They called him for pushing off.
Really?
So Tucker Miller got called for the personal foul, and the Boo Birds are out from the Hog-Eye faithful.
Goodness gracious.
Woo!
Man.
I didn't see that one, buddy.
I did't see that one either, man.
We're really close
now,
today. You got glasses on, I don't, but I didn't see that one.
Holy cow.
Woo! 38-32.
Okay.
Looked like it could have been an and one. Instead, a chance for Stone Memorial. Wyatt Groth looking at Caps, who's working on Brody Coffey, who's done an incredible job. Turnaround jumper, good for Cade Caps.
That turnaround jumper is lethal.
Big swing in the game right there. 38-34. Here comes Daniel Bilbrey across the timeline. Bilbrey drives, and now a foul will be caught on Preston Mayberry. And I'll tell you, just being down here, the energy battle is being dominated by that Livingston bench right now.
It really is. I mean, they are carrying all the energy right now. I mean, you look over at Stone Memorial's bench, there's no life whatsoever.
You know, they're not even – you're right. It's just really flat right now.
Yeah.
And Livingston fully engaged, but it's still a 4-point game. Anybody's ball game as the inbound goes to Tucker Miller. And that Tennessee Tech Golden Eagles at center court. Bilbrey works it over from the top of the circle. Drives to the free throw line. Now had to lose his handle on it. He goes the other way. Here comes Wyatt Groth in transition. Livingston back. Groth up. Good and one. Wyatt Groth with the finish, and a free throw could make it a 1-point game for the Panthers.
Well, Groth started it with a great defensive play just kind of put his hand in that passing lane, knocked it away, and then just took it coast to coast, finished it off with a little and one.
I believe that one's on Cole Harris. His second growth makes the free throw, and here we go. 5 minutes to go in a 1-point game.
And, this is probably the kind of game that Livingston wanted to have. You keep Stone Memorial at a low-scoring pace. I mean, it's 38-37 in the fourth quarter. Who would have thought? I mean, I thought that might have been the first quarter, not the fourth quarter that we're in.
Stone scored 91 points the last time they played a couple of weeks ago in Livingston. Different ball game here. By the way, Livingston scored 77 in that game.
Wow. Oh, nice
Coffey
move.
drives inside. Brody Coffey, good for two.
Man, what a great job of making a little fake, just a little glance right, getting his defender to just stop for a moment, and then he was off to the races.
Firing inside, looking for Mayberry out of bounds, and he went into the tunnel. Possession back to Livingston Academy as Wyatt Hargis checking back into the game. He's in a little bit of foul trouble, but they need his length out there. Tucker Miller checks out.
So LA's got 4 fouls, one more, and then Stone will be in that.
Yeah, and then the bonus for 2 free throws. Huge crowd tuning in, biggest crowd of the tournament so far. You can make it bigger by hitting like and share right now. If you're watching on YouTube, subscribe to the channel. We're rapidly approaching 1,000 subscribers, and we've only been streaming there for a few weeks. If you're watching on NFHS Network, we welcome you in as well. We're everywhere tonight. Biggest crowd of the all time watching live on our YouTube channel, so that's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Harris kicks out, now driving in. Back out for Harris. Harris explodes inside, left-handed. The shot was blocked. Braden Elliott swats it, and now he's running the floor, being harassed by those LA guards. He still has it, though. Elliott flips it across. Carlisle tipped it. Here's Cole Harris. Harris with Preston Mayberry giving chase. Harris gets inside, and the left-handed lay-in goes through. Yeah, you're right.
You could have called a foul at any point on that possession there. And what a great job. Now, look at LA. Man, they are fired up. The team's coming out. I mean, there is energy. This team up by 5. And I think Stone Memorial's a little stunned right now. I mean, I'll be honest. Yeah. They look a little shocked.
Timeout called on the floor by Neil Capps. It's a 30-second timeout. 3:32 to go. It's still a 5-point game. Stone Memorial with the basketball, but a very balanced effort. Daniel Bilbrey leads them with 16 points tonight. Nobody else in the double figures. Rocco Carlisle has 9 for Stone. 11 points for Wyatt Groth. 8 for Cade Capps. And 9 sitting for Brady Lane. Nobody in double figures for the Panthers.
Wow. I'm just keep waiting for Caps to explode and just to do something. Big-time players want the ball in big-time games, and, you've got a spot in the championship on the line right here.
Here comes a big moment for Cade Caps.
It really is. I mean, 3:32 to go.
And this is one, unlike the girls' side. Lawrence County is a number 4 ranked team in the state by my memory. Now, they haven't played the toughest schedule in the world, but they're a really good basketball team. They're probably going to win that other district as Caps drives and is fouled. And it's an offensive foul.
Well, hey, it's consistent. It's consistent.
It is. It goes on Cade Capps. We said earlier that there was a really questionable one for a push-off on Miller. The same thing happened here, and so it's going to go the other way to Livingston.
At least it's consistent.
At least it's consistent. Certainly so. 3:23 to go in the ball game. I don't think that one was a foul either, to be fair.
I'm just saying. It was.
Bilbrey crosses the timeline here.
Yeah, they're going to hold the basketball.
Bilbrey's. Yeah, Preston Mayberry steps up to him. He's a great defender, as you mentioned earlier. Livingston with ball handlers for days. Everybody on the floor can handle the rock as Coffey splits inside, tries to finger roll, and it's blocked out of play by Bear Eldridge.
Well, that was a great play by Eldridge. I mean, it's like he elevated in the air, and as the shot went up, he blocked it. But I like the fact that it was that Coffey that took it to the hoop. I mean, man, he is so explosive. He is so quick to the basket.
Inbounds coming, but we're going to have a hold. Brady Lane. Yeah, held on to Rocco Carlisle a little bit there, and it's going to be the third on Brady Lane.
Yeah, it seemed like now, 3 minutes left to go, that it's going to get a little tighter.
Don't forget, new stream coming up next. The Stone Girls taking on the Light County Warriorettes in a semifinal matchup. Stone Memorial, the only team this year in the regular season to defeat Sparta, and it was in Sparta.
Wow.
2:45 to go in the ball game. 5-point lead for Livingston with the ball. Rocco Carlisle gives back to Daniel Bilbrey. Livingston trying to set a date. into the district championship game.
Gracious.
Yeah, it's getting very physical as Bilberry works around, now kicks to Wyatt Hargis, and we've got a timeout called by Jimmy Miller with 2:31 to go.
Smart timeout. You know, I really thought that Stone Memorial win over the Sparta Warriorettes was kind of a fluke, and then you see Stone Memorial, just how they have played everybody this year, and then upsetting Cumberland County last night in the district quarterfinals and sending them home. I mean, a lot of people thought Cumberland County had one of the best all-around teams really to be able to make a run.
Yep.
And, wow, what a job that coach has done. You remember you and I a couple of years ago at the Christmas tournament in Sparta when Stone was playing like every day and we were calling all the games and we're like, oh, man, I mean, they were really bad.
Yep.
But, I mean, that coach has done –
Mike Buck has done an awesome job.
Done such a great job. And at that point, he was coaching them hard, and there was a lot of lessons being learned. And, man, just look at where they've come.
And they've had a coming of age because now all those players are playing these big minutes that were then. And you had kind of that passing of the torch. Tessa Miller and company, they were on the doorstep. They were going to win a state championship in 2020. They were in the Final Four. They were the best team in that tournament. Maddie Buck, the rest of that team. And then they had a complete change of the guard to a bunch of freshmen who are now experienced players who are into the region tournament and want to make some significant noise coming up next.
Absolutely.
2:25 to go in the ball game. Stone knows they got to ratchet up the pressure defensively, trying to force some turnovers. They have a foul to give on the defensive end. As Coffey fires a dangerous one, Bilberry used his speed to go and get it. Coffey sends it ahead to Harris. Now sends over left side for Wyatt Hargis. Hargis is tripped up and got about an inch away from having a bloody nose, but he's okay. This one goes on Preston Mayberry. That's his fourth. And it's the team's fourth as well. 2:08 to go in the ball game.
Boy, Mayberry plays great defense, but, man, that kid is physical. He's not very big. He's 5'10", but, man, he plays physical. It's not a surprise he's got 4 fouls.
Inbound, sent in. Wyatt Hargis off the dribble. He's going to kick over right side for Coffey. Brody Coffey back out. He finds Tucker Miller.
I like the strategy, man. I like it.
Yeah, Harris works it around. There's no shot clock, and they're just working it around the world with those crisp passes.
Just get it out of the corner.
And now there's a foul on Brady Lane. You're going to have 2 free throws at the Brady's Lounge free throw line for Wyatt Hargis.
So that's one of the things. When you're doing that, when you're kind of playing the old North Carolina four corners kind of basketball, you've got to get it out of that corner quick because that's where you can get trapped and where bad things happen. You got to keep it in the front court as much as possible.
Brady Lane's 4th team foul, or 4th personal foul, and it is the 5th team foul. We've got well over 600 devices watching concurrently right now on a Saturday evening in Cookeville. Wyatt Hargis' first free throw is good. 1:51 to go, and the lead is up to 6. This is a big one to try and make it a 3-possession game. Braden Elliott back in. He's coming in for Jaden Eldridge.
Man, this is I know Livingston's a good basketball team, but this is kind of a shock. Yeah. I mean, I'm a little stunned right now of how this game has gone. Stone Memorial's only scored 37 points.
Well, I think if the path to Livingston we thought coming in was to win it 80-79.
Yeah, no.
They're up 43-37 right now and make it 44 as 2 big free throws through for Wyatt Hargis. Hog-Eye Country can feel it as Caps brings it up. They need him to go ballistic. He drives into the mid-range. Turnaround shot, no. Man. Rebound down for Daniel Bilberry. Tie up at a foul, and that's the 5th on Brady
5
Lane.
on Lane. Boy, Caps, even when he's had the shots, man, it's just not gone in. It has not been his night.
And you can hear the applause starting to build as Brady Lane's day is done. 1:40 to go. 2 free throws coming for Daniel Bilberry at the Birdie's Lounge free throw line. Principal Greg Wilson watching from St. Louis, Missouri. I'm sure hopefully he'll tune in here in a few minutes as the Warriorettes join us. One of the great administrators in the Upper Cumberland.
That's awesome.
Tremendous.
He is so awesome. You know, call me crazy, but I'd almost put Ledbetter in there and just sit him on a block because he's got nobody now that can, you know what I mean?
Absolutely. And Bilberry's first free throw is good. He's had a really good game tonight on both ends of the floor. Livingston's lead is swelled up to 8. He could make it 9 here. And doesn't get the roll. Eldridge with the board. Stone's going to have to go quick, trailing by 8.
Still a 3-possession game.
Now surveying the floor is Wyatt Groth. He gives off for Caps. Caps back left side. Mayberry drives the lane. Turnaround jumper, no. In and out. Caps flew in there, fought for the rebound. A foul. Who's it against? I think it's on Livingston.
Yeah.
It is. It's going to be 2 free throws upcoming here. That one goes on Cole Harris. That's his 3rd, team's 5th. Cade Capps, a 95% free throw shooter. First one is good.
Got the shooter's roll. I was going to say, if he misses the free throw, you know it's a bad night.
Yeah, absolutely. Capps just trying to get into double figures. Well, if he makes this one. The game plan's been tremendous from Livingston Academy.
It really has.
2 for 2 for Capps. And a whistle, we'll see. 30-second timeout called on the floor with 1:21 to go in the ball game. This is not over yet at 45-39.
No, not at all.
You're going to see, I think, Stone try to sell out to force a turnover for maybe 10, 15 seconds or so and then get into the foul game.
Well, I mean, that's what you have to do. You've got to go for the steals, and if you get it, great, and if you foul, no big deal. Then you put Livingston on the line, put the pressure on them to make their free throws. I don't know what kind of free throw shooting team Livingston is, but you know that's what's in the last minute 21. That's what it's going to come down to for them.
It's a free throw shooting contest for Livingston Academy
Absolutely.
Here. 45-39. Let us know in the comments. Keep firing away. Interact with us. It's been an awesome comment section this evening. It's been one of the best basketball streams of the year already. We're going to build on it. We got 2 more big ones to come. Stone against Sparta girls, and then we'll round out the night with a rivalry matchup. It's become a rivalry between Sparta and Upperman.
That's going to be great. You know, if I'm Stone, I'm going to get the ball in the hand of Cade Capps. He's my Mr. Basketball finalist. Yes, he's kind of had an off night, but you know what? With a game on the line, that's who I'm going with.
Neil Capps can't believe the call. They were not trying to foul there, and they call the foul going against Spencer Bowman. So this is going to be 2 for Tucker Miller, who is one of the best free throw shooters in the Upper Cumberland. He goes to the Birdies Lounge free throw line to shoot 2.
Technical foul.
And this one's going to go against Coach Capps. Yep. He got warned earlier. He was not happy. I chuckled because I saw the look on his face when that foul got called.
Yeah.
And so now the Hawkeye faithful will answer with a big cheer of their own. So a technical foul has been called on Coach Capps, and he is getting his money's worth. He's not happy at all.
He's got to be careful he doesn't get another one and get tossed from the game.
Yeah, and he doesn't want that because they have to turn around, and that would be the next 2 he would miss.
He needs to be careful now.
This is important.
Wow.
So a timeout called by Coach Capps, so he can get his money's worth to an extent by calling that timeout. Doesn't have to sit down yet.
Yeah.
But he has the 1 technical. If he picks up another, he missed the next 2, which would take you into the region tournament.
He looks madder now than he was when he caught.
Yeah, he's not happy at all.
Yeah.
And I think he's frustrated. Brady Lane fouled out of the game. Feel like they haven't gotten that whistle inside on the other end.
Well, you know, we had talked about in that first half where they kind of let him play. There wasn't really many fouls. There wasn't a whole lot of foul shooting. And then it really seemed like in the second half. Now, the game did get a lot more physical. It got a lot more physical, and so the officials tried to handle that a little bit. And, yes, there were a couple of questionable offensive fouls, but they were identical at either end of the floor. So, I mean, it was consistent. It might have been bad.
Neither one was caught on Lane.
But it was consistent. Yeah. And, you know, Brady Lane, come on, man. I mean, he's a big football player. He's a physical player. And, you know, you have officials who are going to call him sometimes, and sometimes you got officials who aren't. Right. And so the ones who are here tonight are calling him.
Tucker Miller is going to get to shoot 4. He'll shoot 2 for the foul and 2 more for the technical. First one is good, and Livingston will have the ball.
Yeah. So you're looking at adding 4 more points to Livingston's lead already. There's 2. And it could be a 10-point lead when he's done. And that would be a 4-possession game.
Yeah, that's probably the game if these continue to fall through.
Wow.
Miller's 3 for 3. Mentioned he's a tremendous free throw shooter.
Yeah. Clutched free throws right now. Awesome. There it is. 4 for 4. Huge.
4 gigantic free throws, and it's a 10-point Livingston lead with the basketball. Inbound for Coffee as they go into the backcourt with it. Harris has it. See how aggressively Stone plays it. There's going to be a foul called on Wyatt Groth, and 2 are coming for Cole Harris at the Birdies Lounge free throw line. Livingston sure looks like they're about to go to the district title game.
They really do, and it's going to be interesting to see who they play because whether it's Upperman or Sparta again, 2 great rivals, it's going to make for some serious excitement. And, you know, Stone, that just puts them as a number 3 or number 4 seed. They still have a great chance to work their way through the region and still make it to the state, albeit they can't do it at home now. They're going to have to go on the road.
First free throw is good for Cole Harris. Livingston reining him in from the line, finishing this one in style. It's been a tremendous game plan by Coach Jimmy Miller and his staff, executed well by the players as they have made this one a little bit ugly, but beautiful in its own way if you're a Livingston Academy fan. And now this one's stolen away by Daniel Bilberry, and he's going to slam the brakes. 12-point game, sends over to Rocco Carwile. This is the best win of the season by Livingston by a mile.
Far, yeah. And what a great job. And I'll tell you what, they brought the energy from the get-go, and we talked about it. You know, that last game, Upperman girls had the bye. They came out flat in the first quarter. Livingston really came out hot, but Upperman was able to battle back, take the lead. Of course, Stone did too. This has been a back-and-forth game here till the fourth quarter, and Livingston just seems like they had a little more energy, a little more enthusiasm, and has done a great job.
Free throw for Bilberry, in and out, no good. They're live over on UCR2 from Livingston Academy for the 7 single-A tournament. Jacob made it in time. Pickett County and Clay County, a big-time rivalry matchup. And the boys' action followed up by Gordonsville against Red Bowling Springs as the second one is good for Bilberry. 55 seconds to go in the game. Caps crosses over, triggers the three, and he got it. Cade Caps with a Club Wyndham three, and Neil Caps calls timeout, but barring a significant change, probably too little too late.
Well, you know, I mean, you pull it to within 10. You know, if you're Livingston, you're going to hold the ball, you're going to get fouled, and it's going to come down to your free throws. If you don't turn it over, if Stone's able to turn it over, you know, then things start getting really interesting. But if you're Livingston, you just take care of the basketball. That's all you do. You just try to take care of the basketball. You try and make quick passes. You don't let them trap you. You keep it out of the corners, and you try and keep it as much as you can in the front court. But when that trap occurs, you can slide somebody under the basket and get a quick bunny. And if you can do that, that really puts a dagger when, you know, a team is trying to pressure on defense. If you can get one of those easy baskets because of the trap, that changes the complexion of it.
See, this is, Carter says UCR rankings are not accurate. Where you been the last month and a half where they were pretty darn good? 52-42 our score with 50.6 seconds to go.
Well, you know, it's tournament basketball. Anything can happen in tournament basketball, and it really can happen in 7 AAA. I mean, that's the thing because the teams are so good and they've played each other and they know each other so well. You know, wait till you start playing teams from the region, and then you see how those rankings pan out.
And that foul will be called. Wyatt Hargis going to go to the line to shoot two. With 48 seconds to go in this ball game, if Livingston makes their free throws, they're going to win this basketball game. Yeah, it's weird. It's only when something weird happens do we hear. We go several weeks without anything.
Well, I mean, this to me, this was unexpected. I did not expect this.
It's a great win.
I expected Livingston to play well, but I did not expect them to have a 10-point lead with 48 seconds left in this game.
First free throw good for
I think, you know, if that's what he's taking issue with because of Stone has consistently been a better basketball team this year. But not tonight. Livingston has been the better team tonight.
2 for 2 for Wyatt Hargis at the Birdies Lounge free throw line. Yeah, this is the thing we talked about yesterday is bringing it up into the half court is Bowman. Bowman gives off to Cap, sends it left side Mayberry, triggers the three, and he's no good. Rebound down right to Jaden Eldridge, goes up strong, couldn't get it, but gets the call. We talked yesterday on the girls' side, but applies to the boys' side too. Wouldn't surprise anybody entering this tournament if it was Stone Memorial against Livingston girls or if it was Livingston boys against Sparta boys just because of how competitive this district has been all season on both sides.
I would be surprised if it was Stone girls. I mean, I'm just going to say it because they were the number 5 seed.
You're making so many friends in the comments.
I'm just saying because you have 3 teams to me that were by far the best 3 teams in the district, and that was Upperman, Livingston. Well, Livingston, I mean, they're playing better now, but during the season they really weren't. Cumberland County was as good, and didn't Cumberland County beat Livingston twice?
I think they split.
They split.
Season. As this one goes out of play, it's going to stay on this end.
So really
Livingston.
5 teams. Yeah,
it's a great district.
It is a great district. Wow.
30.7 seconds to go. Inbound goes to Hargis. It's a 12-point Livingston lead. They're going to have a big party tonight in Overton County.
Yeah, they are.
They've also clinched a home game in the first round of the region tournament before it goes to a neutral site. Imagine Durward Vaughn is going to be a little bit loud next week for that one. Is working up ahead. Another foul will be called. Cole Harris will go to the line. This one's over, but the final buzzer with 12.8 seconds to go.
Well, Livingston Academy has come in here as 2 number 3 seeds, and won impressive games. The girls over Upperman, the boys over Stone. And like you said, there's going to be some happy folks in Hogeye Country tonight.
Two well-coached teams in Livingston, of course, with Leslie Riddle, and on the other side, Jimmy Miller. And they came in with great game plans today. 12.8 seconds to go. It's a 12-point lead for Livingston. Cole Harris could add on here at the stripe. First one, no good.
What's the scoring look like for Livingston?
Very balanced. It's going to actually take some math because there's a lot of ones on there. The next one is good. Daniel Bilberry leads them. And he's up to 18 points tonight. And now crossing over, Bowman tries to drive inside, up and under, and a foul is called with 5.6. And it'll be a trip to the line to shoot two upcoming here for Spencer Bowman.
That's the only aggravating thing that a coach, you're up by 13. Don't foul. Let them get their points, get the ball back, run time off the clock, end it.
The H-O-G-E-Y-E claps beginning here, echoing through the Hooper Evelyn Center. The first one for Bowman is good. His first point tonight. Second one, no good, rebounded by Bilberry. And that will do it. The Livingston Academy Wildcats have punched their ticket to the District 7 AAA championship game. Final score, Livingston 55, Stoll Memorial 43. They welcome you into the Livingston Regional Hospital post-game show. Livingston Regional, your hometown hospital. A very impressive showing tonight out of the Livingston Academy Wildcats.
Well, they brought the energy. They really did. And they shut down Cade Caps. They did a great job. They were aggressive. They rebounded the basketball. They hustled. They were on the floor for loose balls. I mean, it just seemed like they wanted it more, like it meant more. And I know, not just saying that Stoll Memorial didn't want it, but man, after being off for almost a week and a half, this team looked flat. And Cade Caps, who averages 29 points a game, did not have his usual type of game.
The scoring from the game is as follows. First for Stoll Memorial, who falls to 19-9 on the season. They'll face the loser of Sparta against Upperman in the third place game on Tuesday night. It was 13 points for Cade Caps, 9 of which came in the fourth quarter. 11 for Wyatt Groth, 9 for Brady Lane, 6 for Braden Elliott, 2 for Preston Mayberry, and 1 for Spencer Bowman for a team total of 43. For the victorious Livingston Academy Wildcats, who get their 20th win of the season. They are 20-11. They will take on the winner of Sparta and Upperman on Tuesday night in the championship game. It was 18 points out of Daniel Bilberry this evening, 9 for Rocco Carwile off the bench, 8 for Wyatt Hargis, 8 as well for Cole Harris, 6 for Tucker Miller and Brody Coffey, for a team total of 55. It's time for the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game. I know who I would give it to, but who are you going with, buddy?
Well, I know, and I'm sitting here and I look at the starting five, and I'm thinking, man, just how great a performance was by the starting five and what they did and what they brought to the game. I wish I could just give it to all 5 of them, but I'm going to go with Daniel Bilberry. I think he was, he made a difference. He really came through with some shots in the clutch, and he led them in scoring, and this has just been a tremendous victory for Livingston Academy tonight. So Daniel Bilberry.
Daniel Bilberry is the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game. We'll turn our attention in a new stream to a girls' matchup between Stoll Memorial and White County. Once again, that'll be in a new stream. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Buddy, thank you as always for putting on the headset with us. Had a lot of fun. We'll be back in just a few minutes. Until then, final score, Livingston 55, Stoll Memorial 43. I'm Noah McKay for Buddy Pearson and Madison McKay. Talk to you all in just a few minutes.